Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the third round. This is going to be the first set of semifinals. Right? I think semifinals. No, this is quarterfinals. Best 2 out of 3. Loser picks.
Yes.
First map, Dusk Towers. We got 2 new players. Let's jump right into it.
Oh boy, Mr. MaximusBlack.
Yes, sir.
Hit me up with the sound of Tyrone entering a 7-Eleven and being racially profiled by the Indian shopkeeper.
You got any motherfucking purple motherfucking slushies, bitch? You do not come here. Your kind do not come into my motherfucking store. We do not have purple. But we do have orange. That's it. As far as I'm going with it. Starting up here, we've got Nitro.
Yes.
And down here, we've got Camper. So it is going to be another goddamn TBT.
It's almost like Terrans are. Well, this is random.
This is
only.
random, yeah.
Well, remember what I told you years ago? Something about StarCraft.
Yeah, and Terran.
Random.
Yeah.
Terran gets drawn. Fucking all the time, dude.
I don't know why it happens, but it happens.
I think that shows Blizzard's inherent leaning towards Terran.
Nitro is the underdog here. Camper, a diamond player. I do believe Nitro is gold, but Nitro mains Terran. I don't know what Camper mains, but we're gonna find out. Camper here opening up double racks. We could be seeing some Reaper aggression really early on, and if Nitro finds himself going like a 1-1-1, he can be in some serious doo-doo butter. It's a small map. The Reapers can get up there very quickly, and it can be bad news bears if you just don't have enough. Your SCVs are going to getting picked off one by one, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's opening up a Reaper. The question is he going to chuck down a third Rax and get a tech lab and a reactor here and turn this into an all-in? That is what I am very curious to see, or if he's just going to go and there's the reactor, if he's just going to grab the command center behind this and just try and do a little bit of harassment. He's going to get the second Reaper going. Still not seeing him. He's saving up a little bit of minerals here. Meanwhile,
yeah, I feel like if he was going for the all,
there's the 1-on-1.
Yeah, so this is going to be a hell of a hill.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here for Nitro. He is going to get the one Reaper out. Fortunately, his Reaper is hitting now, so it's going to slow down this first Reaper that's going to pop. Okay, he's not getting a third Rax. He's going to go ahead and drop down the factory. And this is the problem that Nitro would have ran into with a couple of Reapers at his base while he's teching the 1-1-1. Fortunately for him, he's got home court advantage up there, so he's able to get another Reaper out. It is actually, I think he just had 2. No, he just had. Does he have 2 Reapers out? 2 more, or just this one? No, it's just this one. Okay, never mind. I'm following dots.
Yeah, I know,
on the screen, and there's dots all over the place.
It's not easy to follow. No, it's basically just Reapers meeting other Reapers in the middle of the map.
Okay.
Is what's happening right now, and it's going to probably continue to be that way until either both of them get tired of doing it, or somebody outright wins. Right now, there's another Reaper battle happening down there. It's 3v2, so pure math tells me unless Nitro is a god, he loses that, and so he
can't fight here. He might actually just straight up like throw this game. He's going to lose this Marine, and then Camper's going to be able to go up there, and the numbers don't lie here. It's going to be 1 Reaper and 1 Marine versus 3 Reapers.
It's going to be very, very close. It's going to be like, can he get a Banshee out before...
He's going to have 1 Widow Mine. Man, I'm not really liking this play here by Camper. He should have just went right inside the main. Maybe he doesn't main Terran, he doesn't realize that, hey, this is all he can possibly have at this point.
I think he also... like.
Oh, no!
Oh, shit!
And there goes that attack. That Widow Mine was huge. This one Reaper's playing with fire, and there it goes. And he's going to trade this Reaper here. He's chucking down 3 more racks.
All right, so he's switching out of what he originally thought. He's just going into something a little bit safer, which is fair ball after that. I think Camper's a little antsy because he's bronze up against a diamond, so this is, you know...
No, Camper's diamond.
Oh, Camper's diamond.
Yeah, I think Nitro's gold.
Oh, okay.
Gold or platinum, I'm not sure.
I was swapping that in my head then.
Unless Nitro has gotten, like, much better over.
I don't know. I can't remember.
We'll find out. I'll look at his profile after this.
Well, one way or another, that worked out awfully well for Nitro with that Widow Mine, doing absolutely the right amount of damage at the right time that it needed to happen.
Yeah, he needed that hit.
Definitely, I agree with you. Camper should have just gone right up into the base. I was a little confused as to why he was staying at the ramp there and not just immediately going in. That would have given him an opportunity to do a lot more there had he done that. And I still don't know why he felt it necessary to hang down and around that barracks. He should have just gone up and around. He wouldn't have hit. He should. That mine didn't even need to come into play.
Yep.
When it did, but it did, and that sent him back home, and it gives Nitro an opportunity to switch out what he was doing and perhaps give himself a better shot. But back down for Camper. Camper's gone into his third now, and he's getting into some blue flame action, which is good, and is very likely because he saw the amount of barracks that went down for Nitro on the way out with that last Reaper that he had.
Well, here's the thing. Those Reapers that came in here for Nitro, he had picked off this SCV there while you were doing your thing.
Oh, I see.
And this has just been sitting there for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's 400 minerals that have been locked up right there, and this is so unfortunate for maybe both, well, actually not even both players, because there is a siege tank out sitting here nice and pretty, and all of these Reapers are heading over here, and here comes the drop. And there is, I thought there was a Widow Mine in there. There's no Widow Mine, but this bio is going to do some serious damage, and we're going to watch the SCVs die. 4 of them going down now. 33 SCVs to 33. Although Camper is building that third, the siege tank is way out of position. He's going to move over now to the natural, and we're going to watch these numbers continue to dwindle. Here comes some reinforcements that aren't attacking yet for Camper, but this medevac is going to keep him alive. Ooh, but a nice detonate there, and they blow themselves away, and he's going to pick off this SCV again.
Whoa, and...
Oh, this siege tank, though, putting in work.
Oh, God, that is the closest to completion command center I think I have ever seen.
Yep.
But it will finally be wrapped up here very soon. But a lot of minerals locked up there for a long time for Camper.
10 SCVs dead. That charge was the thing, the saving grace there, because he was going to take some serious heat. This just now finishing. I mean, this has been in production now, it seems, for 3.5, 4 minutes.
It has, just because it has been.
Yeah, and that hurts, because here's the thing. If he would have gotten that command center finished, got an orbital on there, he would have, at this point, like right now, this is where his macro, his minerals would have kicked in, and he would have been able to outproduce against Nitro. But Nitro did such a great job at holding back that now the fact that he is one base behind, he's not really behind, because he has more SCVs. Well, he even had substantially more for a little while, but Camper is now in SCV building panic mode, so he is catching up a little bit. But he had the economy advantage when he really shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So it was just really nice plays there from Nitro, keeping his opponent on his feet. Just when he was moving out with those Reapers, hit him at the opportune time. I think that was more luck than anything, but it worked out in his favor.
This is a
dead even, 77-77.
Yeah, this is a scary move because Camper has the high ground already.
Yep.
And he has siege tanks.
Yep.
And a couple of volleys from the out.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
So, no. He's right on the edge of that right siege tank's range, and he just stepped into it, and now he's going to lose
Nitro,
everything.
what are you doing? That was a horrible engagement.
It could have actually been a hell of a lot worse. He was lucky that Camper walked down further and allowed Nitro's Marines to stay out of that right side siege tank's firing range until Nitro moved that one step further and caught that last volley, and obviously that wiped out most of what he had. But Camper could have actually gotten away with a lot more units than he did, and could have possibly also had a counterattack ready right away. But Nitro, I guess, at the very least, if you're going to look at it one way or another as a positive, at the very least is keeping Camper kind of on his back foot. And Camper has to imagine now, you know, what is Nitro doing back at his base, because he hasn't seen anything now for 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, Nitro's actually just doing a really good job. Although that was a terrible engagement, he does have the upgrade advantage, which I think helped him in that fight as well. And now he's the one that has the high ground advantage and the home court advantage, and Camper is moving out. Maybe Camper has a bit of false confidence after taking a good engagement, thinking that he's way ahead when really he isn't. Nitro's just doing a phenomenal job at macroing behind here. He's got a lot of production facilities, able to pump out a lot of units very quickly. He's got the medevacs. That's something that Camper doesn't have, and that is something that'll straight up wreck him unless he wants to stim into 3 siege tanks. You don't want to do that.
Well, you can stim into 3 siege tanks and also be dropping units into the line of siege fire from said medevacs. That's going to not really do yourself any favors.
No.
And put himself at a bit of a disadvantage again. This is where Nitro's been caught, where he has he's walking into a siege line instead of creating the line himself. So he's kind of juggling that. He does have that gold there. It's going to be a while before he can make anything happen out of that.
Well, he can drop down some mules there, so it isn't too bad.
Well, that's about it. But right now he's a little preoccupied. He's probably going to want that for scans. Right now is what he's going to want that energy for, because he's currently got somebody on his doorstep.
Well, the thing is, he's got the medevacs. He doesn't have to really worry. He might actually be able to save the scans. There's no Vikings out there. There's no medevacs. If he really wanted to, he could just start boosting back and forth and just kind of keeping distance. If Marines start attacking these medevacs, they're going to go right into the siege tank fire. We've got a beautiful siege tank up there on the high ground, and the whole army just gets decimated in 0.2, and there's a drop happening all at the same time.
That's a big swing here for Nitro. That is absolutely enormous.
He's going to stim and get these siege tanks.
It's really weird for Camper to walk directly up into that as he did, knowing at the very least there was that one well-placed siege tank in the top left. If that wasn't there, he might have had a shot and making something happen, but instead he walked right into it, and the medevacs made a massive difference as well. Now Nitro gets a chance to not only drop, but chase the siege tanks and do some absolutely huge damage, and at the very least slow up or take out one of Camper's expansions here.
Yeah, he's gonna at the very minimum. Oh, this is game. I was gonna say
I don't know if that was game.
Well, there is a lot in here.
Would have been a stretch.
Yeah, yeah, it was game. The only thing that he really had was these planetaries, and if Nitro was smart, he could have just ran in here and just eaten his entire base. As soon as a Marine or Marauder pops, it's gonna die from this bio anyway. It's not like he had anything going here. He did have another planetary that was building here, but that was pretty much it. Just beautiful play there from Nitro. And a bad play from Camper. At times, both players were just throwing units for the sake of throwing units. But I don't know what happened there. Perhaps our guy Camper does not main Terran. Let's take a look. He is Diamond because he didn't have any medevacs. He didn't have Vikings or nothing.
Yep.
He just went up.
Keep in mind,
no
it's a
upgrades.
random only tournament. And so sometimes it doesn't matter what your league is. If you're not used to playing it, you win some shit.
I'm just trying to see the statistics here for everybody. So he's kind of all over the place. He plays
a mix, but his Terran's his weakest.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Well, no. He mains Protoss. He actually hasn't played any Terran or Zerg.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Sorry, I was looking at these.
I'm looking at the win percentage.
So he mains Protoss.
Yeah, he
there
mains
it is.
Protoss.
Right.
So yeah, so that's going to be a big difference. And Nitro, as far as I remember, mains Terran.
He's Terran.
So that was a bit of a swing. So good work regard,less.
Yeah, Nitro here, gold.
To do what he did.
Highest is platinum, 14-time platinum. He does main Terran. I do know that. That is why we do random only, and it was still an exciting game. It was still a fun back and forth game.
It was good.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one.
That's the first game. There's another one to go.
Yeah,
Nitro's going
best
to win
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Best 2 out of 3. So anything can happen here. Shout out to our sponsors. Lootcrate this month is going to be dead. If you are seeing this little advertisement after the dead month, then go over to Lootcrate and see what it is going to be for the month of March. And it might be something that interests you. But as of right now, if you're watching this on the stream, it is the Dead, where you're going to be getting Walking Dead, Deadpool, and more. Go check them out. Another shout out to our other sponsors, G2A, and of course, JORD Wood Watches. Make sure to go and sign up on all of those links. We will see you guys in just a few.